Is it that you think you couldn't win or that you didn't want to run?
I couldn't win. I'll be very blunt. If I thought we could have put together the campaign that our supporters deserved and our contributors deserved, I would have gone ahead and done it.
Well, political ripping is not exclusive the domain of Donald Trump. Nay, nay. Marco Rubio is square on the sights of those who want to know if he's truly shown his ability to govern. Bernie Sanders has taken off the gardening gloves dealing with Hillary Clinton. And there are plenty of Democrats seething that Uncle Joe failed to act in time. All part of the political animal. Welcome back. Senior writer at The Federalist, following politics for more than 20 years, which should qualify him for battle pay, Robert Tracinski, and senior political columnist from the Washington Examiner, Ashe Schow. I want to thank you both for being here. Ashe, I'm going to go ahead and start with you on this one. Is it not fair to say that if you were to get into the minds of a lot of the liberals around the country right now, knowing that Joe Biden says couldn't win, didn't get it ready, that just quietly, secretly, they're seething. They said, Joe, we wanted you in there to give us an alternative, yes?
I would believe so. There was the whole draft Biden campaign. I mean, there was a large group of people that wanted him to run. So that seems kind of to be a cop-out answer to say he couldn't win. I mean, if every candidate who didn't think that they could win didn't get in, I mean, I don't know. The primaries would be so small. I mean, some of the people that do get in, do you really think that they really thought they could win? I mean, look at Lincoln Chafee and Jim Webb. Did they really believe that they could win versus Joe Biden, who has, you know, a high popularity rating, is very well known, very popular in the Democratic Party? For him to believe that he couldn't win just seems suspect to me.
Robert, I got to ask you the same question because I talked to about a dozen of my left-wing friends. Yes, I do actually have them. And out of everyone I spoke with, 11 of them, I counted 11, said they would vote for Joe Biden if he was in. So was Joe right when he said, even if I got in at this late date, I absolutely couldn't win?
Well, look, if your front runner was Hillary Clinton, would you want somebody else to come in? Of course you would. She has a lot of negatives, a lot of problems with her. They wanted somebody else of stature. The big problem is they don't really have anybody else of stature. I mean, Joe Biden was actually a very poor substitute for real competition for Hillary Clinton. You know, he's popular in Washington, and the biggest asset I think he has is a very good relationship with President Obama, who would sort of maybe not openly take sides, but was clearly sort of signaling he'd give his tacit support. And so that was a big advantage. But, he has a lot of negatives, too. He's been wrong on a whole bunch of different foreign policy issues over the years. He has that famous mouth of his that just keeps on moving but far in advance of the brain. And so, I think the real problem on the Democratic side, as I see it, is who else do they really have? I mean, they, Jim Webb, Lincoln Chafee. These are
no, please, nay, stop right there. Let's not go any further. Even Democrats are starting to shake their head when you say words like that, honestly. All right, but let me deal with the other guy here, though. Bernie Sanders, the other guy, I like this. His criticism of Hillary Clinton's shouting on gun control has nothing to do with her gender. She came out, made fun of it. Wait a minute, Robert, are we just seeing maybe just slightly, just a little, Bernie Sanders taking the gloves off here, and maybe he'll get down on the dirt with Hillary?
Well, that's the real question, because after that first debate where he basically gave cover to Hillary on the emails issue, there was a real question of, does Bernie even want to win? I'm still convinced he's not really in it to win it. I think he's the Ron Paul of the left, meaning that he's there not because he's in the race, not because he really has a chance to win. He's there to get a platform for his ideology, because that's sort of what Ron Paul did. It was never realistic he was going to get the nomination. He was there to build up a mailing list for his son. But he was also there to, be the libertarian voice who would go out and state his views and get this national platform for his ideology. I think that's really what Bernie's there for. And the big reason is this. There's a template for how you run as a far left guy. And Barack Obama showed it. You send signals to the far left that you're one of them. But in mainstream interviews, you downplay it and you sound really moderate. Hillary Clinton, see, the difference between her and 2008 is she's learned those rules, and that's sort of what she's doing. Bernie is the guy going out saying, no, I really am a radical socialist. And I think that means he's there to promote his ideology, not to win.
All you have to do is just get off his lawn. Okay, 90 seconds left. Ashe, I'm going to come to you on this one here on Marco Rubio. He says he just can't stand being a senator anymore. He says he's frustrated. I'm leaving the Senate. I'm not running for re-election. Wait a minute now. He's catching a lot of heat from people saying you were elected to take that Senate job, and now you're basically saying that you're missing Senate votes and you don't care anymore. This doesn't seem like really great strategy.
For a presidential candidate, I think this is really hurtful, because what happens if he were elected president in a few years? Is he going to decide that he really hates that job as well and doesn't want to do it anymore? I mean, this kind of paints him as just someone who's just doesn't have his heart in it, which is really sad, because Marco Rubio kind of has a chance, still maybe, to be one of the front runners. So to hear him say this about the Senate, I mean, that has to translate into his presidential campaign.
So here's the question then to you, Ashe. Very quickly, I got 30 seconds left. I'm going to ask Robert the same question. Did he make a mistake here, and is this going to cost him?
He absolutely made a mistake, and it's absolutely going to cost him. I mean, how can we trust that he's going to be into the presidency a few years in? Is he just going to, kind of break up with that position as well?
Robert, does he get past this, or is it just one of those things that in another 3 weeks we'll completely forget about it?
I agree with that. I think he made a mistake. I don't think it's going to cost him, because I don't think anybody but us is paying that much attention right now.
See, that's just it. No, but then again, that's why we're here, Robert. We have to pay attention. So you don't think it hurts him at all? He's fine.
If he hates being a senator, he's going to really hate being president. But, I think he'll get past it. He'll bury it. I don't think it'll last that long.
I'll tell you, if he that's a good way to put it, too. If you hate being in one place, wait till you're in the big chair here. We'll see what happens in the next couple of weeks, the next couple of months. Ashe, Schow, Robert Tracinski, great seeing you both. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll talk soon. Coming up next, the one thing Donald Trump is completely wrong about, and I'm going to prove it next in Telling It Like It Is, right here on the Hardline.